My name is Ralph Fackler. I'm a retired teacher of 36 years. I taught in Chicago public schools and as well as the Chicago City Colleges. In 1976, I began to experiment with individualized instruction. I had to relieve some of the paper burdens that I was having, and I was hoping that the individualized instruction kit would help me relieve some of the burdens not associated with teaching, with pedagogy, but associated with teaching the business aspects and duties that you have incur in being a teacher outside of the educational program. The individualized instruction kit was McGraw-Hill, and it was too cumbersome. I had two great big boxes that I had to put up under my arms and carry around to different classrooms. Once I got to the classrooms, I was in perpetual motion. I did not have 1 second to do any thoughtful teaching. I was busy passing out sheets, this sheet, that sheet, and grading sheets that students were turning in related to the 121 different skills that those boxes contained. It was too much. I developed a individualized instruction program of my own, and you can see the modules of that program. They're here on this desk. The program is very effective. I've been pushing and pulling on it for the past 25 years. Many of the modules I've redone 10, 15 times, so I feel confident that they are complete. When this methodology has been tested, it always has astounding results. In 2002, the 7th graders at Hughes Elementary School had what appeared to be tremendous gains. They went from 40% at or above national norms to 70% at or above national norms. Now that 30 percentage point may be somewhat deceptive, but when you compare it against raw gains, it's at the 99th percentile of those classes that were listed at that internet site. So there are tremendous gains there. What I want to do is show you these modules. They're a lot more than individualized skill sets. They also are quite efficient at teaching. I'll tell you that they have saved me hundreds of hours each semester for the last 25 years. They're fantastic. They've done everything that I wanted them to accomplish. The students' scores go up just as the test at Hughes Elementary indicates, and I got the time to bring my energy back to the classroom. You see, the time that you save, those hundreds of hours that I saved, I return that energy back to the classroom. The students' energy, there's something about energy and enthusiasm that is catching. And I would return that energy, the students would return it back to me. So it was good, it was a win-win situation, good for both. And like I said, I want to emphasize that every test that has been under, the scores have been astounding. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to demonstrate these materials to you just quickly. Students need to know more than rote memory of multiplication facts. They need to know other facts as well as they know the multiplication facts, such as when you add two fractions together, a common denominator is necessary. That's one. Another one, let's go to algebra. Kids have to be they have to be able to quickly differentiate between a linear function and a quadratic function. It has to be automatic, the difference between the two. Linear functions have first and second degree variables accompanied by an equal sign. That's the way the algebraic expression looks. So there are hundreds of key facts here. And what the teacher would do is pick out those key facts that relate to his particular class. And there are a lot of individualized oral exercises and written exercises that accompany this sheet. When the students have command of these facts, they soar. The teaching is much easier, and I'm absolutely convinced of that. I don't have the least amount of a doubt of it because I've taught with it for so long. These worksheets accompany the key facts. The beautiful thing about these worksheets is that they are formatted in such a way that you can create the grading rubric for this. And it can be any rubric that you want. The correct numbers can be your telephone number, it can be a saying, It can be 1865, slaves freed, 1492, Columbus discovered. The rating, you create the grading rubric so that it's easy to grade. You can grade this in seconds. Immediate knowledge of results is an important tool for educators. Well, that's what this is for. And there's such a large variety. The teachers are armed when they go into the classroom for just about any occasion. They have an important tool here, and it's like they're armed. These are 58 tests, unit tests. They follow the same sequence of topics here. Again, the topics go from basic fractions to statistics and all of the traditional units of instruction in between. So that's what's contained here, those 58 units. This is very important, and I've readjusted those modules many times in the course of the 25 years so that I feel confident that they're complete. These are student answer sheets, strategic student answer sheets. They're not ordinary student answer sheets. These answer sheets make it possible to individualize homework assignments because if you look carefully, adjacent each answer is a set of homework problems. So when the students miss this particular problem, they have this particular homework assignment. Student misses 3 problems, he has 3 sets of homework assignments. They always have the chapter review to do. So this is quite a bit. So once the student brings this up to my desk, his answer sheet and his test, I overlay this grading key on top of there, and it can be easily scored. I don't know if you can see that those match up, but they intend to be matched up. So it can be easily and quickly scored and graded. So that is what this is about. But in addition to that, I think perhaps one of the most potent points of this educational program is that this sheet can be divided into 3 copies very easily so that it can be made into triplicate. So what I do is that once the sheet is scored by this, and it's the teacher draws a line through the problems that are wrong. So, and he drives the line all the way across so that it hits all 3 columns. Once it's done that, I'm not going to destroy this because this is my model. I'm going to destroy this one. So the teacher lays it on the desk and separates the first sheet. The student gets this sheet, and this is his copy for his homework. Now he has a copy of his homework. And it's all scored across and underlined. It will be scored. I hope you understand what I mean. I haven't underlined this, but if I were, this were an actual case, I would have underlined all of the ones that he has wrong, and it would be clear which homework assignments he has. The second sheet, a duplicate of the first sheet, I would mail to the parents. As the student comes up, and I grade this from 10 to 15 seconds, he is to fill out a self-addressed envelope, well, not self-addressed, but addressed to his parents. And then I would mail that envelope along with this to the parent. Thus, the parent is introduced into the child's homework schedule. And very seldom is this done that I understand. It's introduced via the U.S. mail, which I just want to say a thing about. I think is a lot more reliable than the internet. Many parents don't have computers, and many of the computers that do have, they don't work. They don't have internet. So I think the U.S. mail is much more reliable. The U.S. mail is kind of in your face. It's there whether you want it to be there or not. So once he's significant amount of time and having completed that assignment, he brings that assignment to me. I pull out my copy, he brings his copy. I check to see that it's all there and it's all correct. Then I will give him a retest. And there is always a significant increase in the retest. So in this way, my task is made tremendously easier, and I would like to share that with other teachers, because You can get these accomplishments. You can get the same type of accomplishments that I've got. I'm confident of it. So you'll have more time to develop lessons, more energy for your particular classroom. So feel free to give me a call, and